Well, what's going on, everyone? All right, so today I'm gonna be getting prepared to go on an ice fishing overnight. Me and my son are gonna go camping this weekend, so we got to get everything together and make sure everything's in working order. And we're gonna go through all that. We're gonna go through the food. We're gonna get all the traps set up, get all the batteries charged, and I'm pretty much just gonna show you everything I got that I'm bringing, and we're gonna load it up and get it all ready so that I don't have to do that a day before or whatnot. So anyways, we got to get the ice shack. We're gonna set that all up, make sure that's all ready to go, make sure that everything I'm bringing will fit inside. Should just be me and him camping. I gotta try out the buddy heater. I bought a new hose so I can run that propane tank. So we gotta make sure that's all up and running and working. I know the traps should be good. So we're gonna go from there, and then we'll go through what food I'm gonna bring and stuff like that. So we're gonna get started. I'll see you in a minute. All right, first up on the list is I'm gonna be using the 24 volt Strike Master. It's got an 8-inch auger. This battery is dead. So we will get that battery off of there, get that all charged up. I do have 2 batteries, so this one is fully charged, but we got to put this one on the charge. And there it is. Don't mind my mess. I've been doing a lot of stuff, so this place is a disaster, but it is what it is. All right. So now we're gonna go over, I'm just letting the jet sled dry out a little bit because it was outside. But we're gonna get this thing hooked up and see if we can get this fired up while the batteries are charging. We got the Jackery, we gotta see, Jackery's at 78%, so I'll have to charge that up too. This is what I use for all my power. Thing lasts forever and I enjoy it. So let me get going on this, and we'll try to get that started, and then we'll start loading up the jet sled, and we'll go from there. One thing at a time, right? So we'll see you in just a second. I got to get the camera in a good spot so we can see if that's going to work. All right, so I went to Walmart and I bought this propane hose with the adapter. Because I don't want to have to run those little green tanks. I want to run the big propane tank. So basically, you hook it into the same spot. If you've never used one of these, you just hook it into the same spot. You'd hook the little green tank. And then hook it into your propane. And open up propane. That should send fuel through the line. And then you gotta try to bleed it. So you come over here, put it on pilot. You wanna hold that down. Oh, it'll light right up. Normally it does not light right up. Okay, so there's a little pin, if you can see it, the flame's touching it. You gotta hold it there until that thing gets a little orange, because that little pin's gonna tell the gas valve to stay going. So once that's orange, which it looks like it's starting to turn orange now. Hopefully you got the right view for you. All right, once that turns orange, you should be able to let off the pilot. See, now I'm not holding it. And now we're going to turn it on low. And when you're out there and it's cold, it's going to be harder sometimes. Most people think that the heater's not working, but they just gotta hold the bleeder a lot longer than I had to this time. I think it might be because it's warm in here. But then we're gonna go from low up to high, and that is working great. This is brand new. I've used it a few times. Awesome. So that's all working, so we can stay warm. And I'm gonna bring this tank and another one that's brand new. I always like to bring a backup in case this one doesn't want to work because it's cold or something stupid. So just make sure that if you're going to go on camp, that you bring stuff to stay nice and warm. All right, so on that note, that's getting warm. We're going to shut that down. And we're gonna unplug it, and then we're gonna get that in the sled along with the ice traps, and go from there. All right, so we got that little bit of stuff in that sled right there. I got my table and a chair. This is something I always bring with me. I bought this online. This is a medic bag. It's got collars, blood pressure cuff, band-aids, gauze. It's got, you know, trauma splints, freaking all that good stuff in here. I've had this for quite a few years now. That's gonna go with us. And then what I'm gonna do now is set up my ice shack, because it hasn't been out of this bag in a year or so, since last year. Make sure that everything is good here. And then we're gonna try to, what I'm gonna do is, I don't have the floor mats for this, because usually when I go camping and stuff, usually Kenny goes and he has floor mats in a bigger shack so that more people can enjoy the ice fishing trip. And we usually use this one as like our kitchen or our bathroom or whatever we're gonna do. But this time me and my son are going, so we're using my shack. So I set it up. Make sure it's all good. If I have enough room in here. Should. And it's been forever. Alright. They suggest you do the top first. And then the side. Oh. This is the Eskimo. Barely enough room in here, hold on. This is the Eskimo 3i. As you can see, the Eskimo 3i. But what I want to do is get inside. So we gotta move some stuff over. All right, I want to go inside. Can't really see inside. Hold on a second. Where is my phone? All right. Still can't see. But anyways, looks pretty good. So we're gonna try to set up a cot in here and see what we got left for room. I need to get more light, so I'll see you in just a second. All right, we're in the ice shack. Might be a little hard to see. Sorry about that. Okay, this is the not ice shack, the cot that my son bought. I just want to make sure that with it completely laid out, you can make it work. Oh yeah. And then, I don't have a cot yet. Because once again, I always just borrowed one. But I'm going to get my own. But probably what I'm going to do is build something on the floor so I'll just lay on the ground with a sleeping bag. As long as the ground doesn't get wet. But that should work. That should work pretty good. And yeah, so now that we know that's gonna fit, I'm gonna put that back together. I'm gonna leave the ice shack up to just air out a little bit and be up. So now we're gonna go on to the next project. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna use a tarp, probably a couple tarps. And if there's any snow out there, we'll mound the snow up around the outside edges. and hopefully we don't get wet. Should be an interesting video, huh? So all right, we're gonna move on to the next part of this process. All right, so I let that air out a little bit. Now we're gonna put it away. So you just go with the sides. Make sure you shut the door. Just push all the sides in. The other door's not shut. Amazing. This has been a really good ice shack, but I'd really like to have a bigger one eventually. That's coming down the road. So after that happens, I just let the air drift out. And then push the top in. And then it folds right up. Awesome. So we got the traps. Well, we got my traps. Nicholas has got to bring his. Got the medic bag. We got the buddy heater already. Got the battery in the auger. The auger's all ready to go. I'm charging the other battery. I got the jackery. I got 2 flashlights. The only thing that I'm not going to do today is, you know, our clothing. I'm bringing sleeping bags and pillows. So this is my table right here. The shaft's going to go in the other jet sled. Just a little aluminum table. And I've got this out of a scrap pile on the side of the room. And basically just hooks up like that. And folds up really nice and neat. The bag is frozen, so I'm not thawing it out so I can fold it all up, put it in there. And then I got my chair here. It's gonna go in the jet sled. So awesome, and we're gonna bring coffee and steaks and food and stuff like that. I am gonna bring some freeze-dried stuff. And it should be a pretty fun adventure. So let me get the ice shack folded back up, back in the bag, and then we'll go back over to that jet sled and get that put in there. That might be the last thing that goes in actually, but we'll get everything else together. Hope you guys are enjoying the video. I'm excited. We're not going to be taking any snowmobiles or anything this time. Because we're just going to walk out, but I'm not telling you where I'm going either. You'll figure that out when you watch the video. So, all right, we'll see you in a few minutes. All right, so we're only going for one night, but this is my cooler. We got creamer, sugar, creamer, we got some cups. I got some spoons and knives and forks from the Dollar Tree. Most of the stuff's from the Dollar Tree, actually. Some foil sheets in case we need them. A wooden spoon. We got some whole white potatoes. A couple cans of those. And then what's this? You know, you always gotta have SpaghettiOs. Got some Ziplocs. I'm also bringing some freeze-dried chicken Alfredo. And some freeze-dried rotisserie chicken. And then we're gonna have other food that I don't want to be putting in the cooler now. So that's pretty good. We're gonna get some snacks and stuff to bring too. Obviously drinks, and don't need to bring ice because we can just put the drinks out on the ice and they'll get cold. So yeah, so that's all set. We got to try to fit this into the jet sled and go from there. So hope you're enjoying. See you in a minute. All right, folks. Sorry about the furnace running, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little setup. It's pretty much what we got right here, all except for whatever my son's gonna bring, and our blankets and the little trinkets and stuff that we gotta bring to, you know, have a good time while we're there. Still gonna put the table in. Then we're gonna strap everything in once he gets his stuff over here. I also am bringing the other little buddy heater, Mr. Heater, just in case. So yeah, on top of that, that's what I got set up. We're going out on Saturday morning, staying until Sunday. So we're gonna fish both days and see what we catch. Hopefully I catch a fish. I appreciate everybody for watching. Like and subscribe, and yeah, I appreciate you. Keep on naturing. Peace.